Well, hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. I realised that I talk quite a lot about Christian faith being about a relationship with God, and it got me thinking, what does that mean? We have relationships with people at different levels, don't we? So what does it mean to have a relationship with God? If I think about my human relationships, I recognise that some are close relationships and some are more distant. Relationships change with time. Sometimes we lose touch with people. Sometimes we have the great joy of reconnecting with them again. Relationships involve sharing something of ourselves as the other person shares something of themselves with us. With some people, it's very surface level. With others, it goes much deeper. Sometimes there are things that get in the way of good relationships, barriers that we find it difficult to cross. Sometimes it's something done or said. It can be hard to rebuild a broken relationship. Relationships can be vulnerable. The more we share, the deeper a relationship goes, the more exposed we are, and the more hurt we can get. In the case of the relationship between God and humans, Christians believe that God created humans to live with God in friendship. Probably the most important part of being with a friend in any relationship is that you have to choose to be friends, and it takes effort. Choosing is about free will. I can't force somebody to be my friend. That's not true friendship. I can't buy true friendship. I can't require friendship from somebody. The most I can obtain is a loyal paid servant. Choosing to be a friend includes choosing to do things that please your friend. A friendship doesn't last very long if you don't end up being changed by each other and grow closer. The backstory of the relationship between God and humans is simply that humans didn't listen to God and follow the way that He wanted for us to live. Instead of living and working together, we fragment, we fight, we try to be one better than our neighbour. Instead of peace, there's war. Instead of food for everyone, food is thrown away by the rich while the poor starve. There's inequality between men and women, between people based on nothing more than the colour of their skin or their ancestry or the area where they live. None of that is a part of God's plan for living well. The Bible calls all this bad stuff sin, just as a handle. Simply put, sin, the things we do wrong, it breaks the relationship between us and God. It breaks it to the extent that we can't do anything to get back. Because saying sorry isn't enough. Trying to live better doesn't fix it. Doing good things doesn't mend it. For every action, there is a consequence. That's something we teach children as they grow up, don't we? And it's no different for adults. The consequences of our actions vary. Some are worse than others. And with God, there are consequences. And the consequence of not living in the way that He wants us to, of living with sin, the consequence is living without God. And that is where Jesus comes into the picture. Jesus took the punishment, the consequence, if you like, for what we have done, and in fact the things we will do. And having done that, He then offers us friendship again. We don't have to do anything, just accept it, that's all. And then when the consequences come up, He will speak for us. And we won't have to pay our own price because Jesus has already paid it. And that's what it means to be in relationship with God. That mending of that brokenness. God promises to help us live better. I talked about the Holy Spirit last week. That's the Spirit of our friend living with us. And when you turn to God and when you say to Jesus, I'm sorry, will you forgive me through what you've done? That Spirit of God comes and lives with us and helps us, never leaves us. We'll get sad if we don't maintain our friendship, but it is a friendship and the Spirit will remain. It's a friendship at the level we choose. It's available at the very deepest level imaginable. We learn about our friend from the Bible. We also learn about our friend from each other. And we learn about our friend by talking to Him, by talking to God, by praying and feeling His response, hearing His response in many different ways. I can tell you that he never lets me down, even though I let him down. He's always there to go back to, and always there to help me when I'm down. Christians, one of the things we love is to introduce you to our friend. Maybe one day I'll be able to do that for you. Come and see us on a Sunday afternoon if you're local, outside 44 Lindbergh Road. We'd love to talk more with you about it. For now, stay safe, look after your friends, and have a great week. God bless you.